Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. This time of year, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love to share some handmade holiday gift ideas. One requirement I have when making these handmade gift items is that they look absolutely amazing and hard to put together, but in actuality, they're easy and pretty stress-free to make. This way, you're not adding extra stress around the holiday time, which nobody wants. Now, I have several other of these holiday DIY videos on my channel. I'll go ahead and link them in the description box below for you so you can watch all of them if you like. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make 3 different types of botanical melt and pour soaps. I'm going to be posting the full written tutorial with the recipe, including the percentages so you can scale up or down if you like. Over on my Patreon campaign, you can access it for a $5 pledge. I'm also just going to be listing the straight recipe in the description box below. Also in the description box, I'll put a link to my Patreon campaign where you can find not only this recipe today, but 3.5 years of archived recipes. Most of them are exclusive to my patrons. There's a ton to take advantage of over there. I also have other tiers, each with their own exclusive benefit. I really hope you'll click the link and check it out. That's a great way to connect with me and other makers. All right, let's get started. So first things first, I wanted to show you the botanicals that we're going to be using in our melt and pour soap, and this is really just to make the soap look really beautiful, natural, and botanical. So we're going to be using some orange slices. These are dried, some dried saffron petals, some dried blue cornflowers, dried calendula, and dried chamomile. We're going to be pouring our soaps into this cute little kind of cube-shaped mold. These little cavities hold about 2 ounces each. And so we're going to do, each row is going to be a different style of botanical melt and pour soap. So for 2 of the soaps, we're going to be using this melt and pour base. It's a crystal soap base made by Stevenson. I absolutely love this one. It comes out crystal clear. And for 2 of them, I would like them to be really, really transparent. So we're going to cut up 6 ounces and place 6 ounces into each container. I'm just going to chop up the melt and pour soap into little chunks to make it easier for melting. All right, so here's 6 ounces in this one, and I'll bring you back when all the soap has been cut up and we're ready for the next step. All right, so all my soap is cut up now and divvied up between the separate containers. Now you're going to notice that this one here is a little bit different of a color. This is not the crystal clear Stevenson soap base. This is the suspension base by Stevenson. And I'll talk a little bit about that when we get to melting down the soap. All right, let's move on to the next step. The next part of this project is going to be filling our mold with our botanicals. We're just going to layer a little bit at the bottom of each cavity. So I'm going to start with some little dried orange slices, and I'm just going to place them right down here in the middle of 3 of them. I'm actually not going to be putting anything in these cavities, and I'll explain in a minute. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and just kind of put a mix of botanicals in each of these cavities. So a little bit of the cornflower, a little bit of the calendula, and then we're going to do just a little bit of the saffron. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and melt down some of the soap. All right, so I have 6 ounces of the soap melted down, and then I've divided it up into 3-ounce parts because I want to add a different fragrance oil to each of these. Essentially, we're just going to be pouring a little thin layer over the top of this clear, and we want to allow that layer to set up. So this fragrance oil here is the Malevolent Mrs. Heatherleaf by 1617. It's gorgeous. It's got light floral notes. It has notes of jasmine, sweet raspberry, white geranium, spiced cinnamon, and teakwood. It's really nice, and I think it'll go really well with this one here. So we're going to go ahead and place the fragrance oil in. We're going to give it a good stir. And then to this one, we're going to be adding in some orange cranberry spice, and that one is from Midwestern Fragrance Company. It might tint, actually might tint the soap base here because it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. Hopefully not too much. The orange cranberry spice also smells absolutely amazing. It's very festive for the holidays. So all I'm going to do with both of these is pour a thin layer of soap over the top. And then I'm going to give this a little spritz of rubbing alcohol. Then I'm going to take the other fragrance, and some of these botanicals are going to float around a little bit, but they will sink. We're just making a little light layer. Because this is not the suspension base, they'll float around and eventually either come to the top of the layer or they'll go to the bottom of the layer. So we're just creating a very thin layer, and then we're going to back this with some white soap. You can come in here too and give this a good spritz. So the melt and pour soap right now is adding as a little bit of a glue to kind of keep those florals in place, and then we're going to back it with a bit of white, and it's really going to pop. Alright, so my other portions here are already now melted down, and pro tip here, you don't have to buy white melt and pour soap. It is convenient, but you can create your own by just adding in a little bit of titanium dioxide dispersed in a little bit of distilled water. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my white. This is the cranberry orange one, and then into the botanical one. My fragrance is already added. And there you go. That's how you get a beautiful white colored melt and pour soap. It is less expensive to buy clear melt and pour soap and just add your own titanium dioxide to it. Alright, so all I'm going to do is spritz the tops with some rubbing alcohol. This will help the layers adhere, and it will also help the soap to kind of just glide evenly over the top here. And now to the botanical one. And then we're just going to take some rubbing alcohol and pop out the bubbles. Alright, so for this third one, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're using the suspension base soap, meaning we're going to use the rest of these calendula petals, or most of them, and we are going to suspend them in the soap. And I'll bring you right back when this is all melted down. All right, so the suspension base is all melted down now, and we're gonna go ahead and add in our fragrance oil. We are just using a lemon fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. You could, of course, use lemon essential oil if you wanted to make it a more natural soap. I just really like the smell of this one. It smells really good. It's a nice, bright, fresh, lemony fragrance. Now, we're gonna go ahead and add in these calendula petals. I'm not going to add any color to this because it already is a little bit on the yellow side just because of the color of the actual base and then the fragrance oil, and I really want the calendula petals to be seen. Now, one of the downfalls I have found with this base in the past is it is a very good suspension base, meaning it does suspend the flower petals really well. However, one of the problems with it is if you are pouring it when it's too warm, it loses some of its ability to suspend. So they will eventually float or sink if it's too warm. So you want to make sure, and I just kind of go by feel here, but you want to make sure that your soap is starting to feel a little bit viscous, like a little bit more viscous and a little less hot. That way you know it will suspend a little bit easier. But I've had really good luck with this base in the past. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit a little bit. I'm going to spritz the bottom here. Okay, we're ready to pour. I just wanted to kind of give you a visual on what it looks like when it's ready to pour. I just kind of, when it starts to drizzle a little slowly off of the spatula and it gets a little bit thick, but it's still very, very pourable, that's when it's ready to pour. It's starting to kind of stick to the sides of the glass a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead and pour. All right, and we're going to allow these to set up, and then I'll bring you back when they're ready to come out of the mold. All right, so these have been setting up now for a little while. They're ready to go ahead and unmold. They're still a little bit warm, but I just wanted to get these out and show you what they look like. So there's the orange cranberry one. I think they're so pretty. And then here is the botanical looking one. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's the calendula one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like little golden flecks floating around in the soap. So I just think they turned out super beautiful, each unique. So I'm going to go ahead and unmold the rest of these. And there they are. They're just so gorgeous. I think they are probably the prettiest melt and pour soaps. And I imagine if you are gifting these, I would probably gift them in something like a 4-pack. Like I would probably go like this. Or like that, and gift them in some sort of 4-pack. You know, just to give a little bit of variety, but they look super impressive, pretty easy to make, you know, and if you mess up, it's not tragic. You can always remelt it and start over. And these are just beautiful, handmade little soaps, And if you package them in a 4-pack, they would make lovely hostess gifts or Christmas gifts. And they're just beautiful. All right, everybody, that is how you make a perfectly unique and giftable botanical melt and pour soap. I hope you really liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment or question below. That really means a lot to me. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share this video with a friend. All right, everyone, catch you on the next video. Bye. Keep shining.